Okay, so now we gotta have another conversation about my Demon 170 that you see right here in the background and see with the hood open, because I've been looking around to try to figure out exactly what is wrong. I posted the video last Thursday about the issues going on with my car, and let's just say I got a very interesting phone call from Stellantis Friday morning. So I basically want to talk to you guys about that conversation I had with Stellantis, what's gonna happen with my car, and number three, I read some of you guys' comments, especially texts who commented on my video about the stuff going on in the background with Stellantis. So I want to talk about that as well too, and how I want to try to help to make sure that situations like this does not happen again. Okay, I'm over 42,000 friends, and the 73% of you guys are watching these videos but not yet subscribed. Help a butter out as I try to get to my first milestone of 50,000 subscribers. You can never have too many friends. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join me as I talk to you guys about this situation with my car and hopefully how I can fix your situation that you might be having, because these Dodge dealers are kind of pissing you off. But it's not really that it's the Dodge dealers themselves problems. It's how Stellantis is basically trying to cost cut and what they have left to deal with. Because talking to some of you texts in the background, I want to get into this part first. It's very interesting, the stuff that I've been hearing about them cost cutting labor rates, cutting warranty rates and all that stuff, and moving the star team over to India, and some of you guys having to train them, and the next thing you know, they're replacing all you guys. So it's been very interesting to hear some of the stuff. And when I got my Demon 170, this is the first vehicle I've taken to a Dodge dealership in the last 3 to 4 years. The last time I took a vehicle to the dealership was my TRX, my 2021 Ram TRX, and everything was fine. But it seems as though 3-4 years under Carlos Tavares' reign has really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. I know us as customers, him killing off the Hemi rubbed a lot of us the wrong way, and pushing EVs down our throat, that rubbed us the wrong way. UAW people who work in the plants, all the nonsense he did with them, it really pissed a lot of them off. And now I'm learning that a lot of you guys who work in the dealerships, especially the service departments, he really pissed a lot of you guys off by doing all that nonsense and then basically lowering the standards that someone could basically come off the street like me, go take a couple online courses, and then bam, you're a master Dodge tech. I'm like, this is just ridiculous stuff here. So I don't know whether or not, a lot of people within Dodge is aware of this stuff going on, or Ram or whoever, but I definitely want to make sure that I improve this quality nonsense that's been going on in the background. Because if you don't have confidence in the brand, especially like when stuff goes wrong and they can't get it fixed, when you basically take it to them for warranty repair work, then why would you even buy the brand in the first place? So I want to basically improve the experience that we're all facing, because I read a lot of comments in the last video. So if you are somebody who worked at a Dodge dealer or used to work at a Dodge dealership, or Chrysler, Dodge, even Ram, whatever, and you left because of this nonsense with Carlos Tavares and Stellantis, please reach out to me on Instagram, because I would love to hear about why you left and what changed under him. Because I want to basically go and approach Stellantis about this situation, because you guys know I know the Dodge CEO and I know the Ram CEO. So if I can go and talk to them about this situation to kind of make your lives better, to either bring you back into the brands, because if you are a great tech and you left, why wouldn't I want you back with that brand? That way you can repair my vehicle and other people's vehicles. Or if you currently still work there at a service department, how I can make your life a little bit better, just let me know. Reach out to me on social media. And please know that if you do reach out to me on social media, I will keep your information anonymous, because I've read one person's comment that told me that, hey, they said something back a few years ago and they're basically their UAW rep, because I didn't know that some of you guys are like UAW represented. Their UAW rep tried to get them fired or whatever because they made comments on like a public forum or something like that. So if you reach out to me, I will keep your information private. I will not tell Stellantis exactly who you are. I just want to make sure I make this situation better for everybody. So just saying, reach out to me and I hope to make this situation better. Having said that part, I got an actual phone call from Stellantis basically the day after I made that video about my car. I thought that when they had called me, it was for something else. I thought it was because of other people's cars that I had already talked to them about. Because as you guys know on my channel for the past year, ever since helping the soldier out in his situation with his car, I've been helping a lot of you guys out with your cars too. That's been one thing that I never thought I'd be able to do, is help people out with issues with their cars. But alas, that's a situation I found myself in and I had no problem doing, because I normally don't get compensated for doing that. So I want to make sure that everybody has fun with their vehicle. Who wouldn't want to have fun with a 1,000 horsepower car or a 500 horsepower freaking 392 Wrangler or whatever, right? I thought that they called me, Stellantis called me about other people's cars, because I already said something to them about someone's car whose drive shaft was broke, but the warranty got denied for some odd reason. I've already talked to them somebody's car about the actual piston rings from OC Motivator's video when I interviewed the D170 customer. And I talked about somebody else's car that they're missing the dampeners and timing covers. And I also talked to them about them not having any D170 engines in stock for the case people's cars that go down. So I've been talking to them about all that stuff in the background. So I thought that was why they was calling me. I did not realize until like maybe like a few minutes in the conversation that, oh damn, you're talking to me about my car. Because apparently, I'm not gonna say who it is, but someone within Stellantis saw my video and was basically pissed off at the stuff that's going on with my car from the same dealer and had their top care team reach out to me. Which now, as I said in the last video, I have access to their top care team. So if you are someone who's been going through a problem with your car and it's been taking months to get it resolved, reach out to me because I can get you in touch with them. Let me know, you know, all the stuff going on, and then I'll refer you over to them. Because like I said, who wants to have a car that's like 1,000 horsepower that you can't use for like 3 or 4 months? I mean, who wants that? So that top care team, I did not realize was dispatched for me. Even though I have access to them, I never called them and reached out to them like, hey, can you guys, you know, jump me ahead of the line and get me fixed before anybody else get fixed, right? I don't do that type of stuff. Basically, they were talking to me about my car. So I had a nice little 45-minute conversation about them about it, basically what I'm experiencing. And so they was basically like, you know, apologetic and stuff like that. I like, okay, you know, if you guys want to help out, I mean, that's fine. I like, you know, at the end of the day, I just want a functioning car. It's a $125,000 car that I should have the confidence to take it to a dealership and they fix the problem, not create problems. I go in for a simple oil change, and next thing I know, I need an oil cooler replaced because they damaged it. Oh, it was defective. Like, how in the world my damn oil cooler get defective after like 2,000 miles? I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it never leaked. It never gave me any problems until after somebody else touched it. So I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I go in for the actual oil leak and to get the spark plug recall done. And the next thing I know, I'm missing a freaking the little engine belly pan. Next thing I know, this damn sound is like in my car. So I'm going like, okay, this is like, why every time I'm going here, stuff is getting worse and worse and worse. Now I thought the sound, because I made a video talking about how great the spark plug recall was, because that was the first time I actually experienced how 1,025 horsepower felt in my car. Because I said in the video last year, I did not tell any difference between 93 and 1,025 horsepower. It really did not feel any difference. I just kept putting 85 in my car because it's cheaper than 93 octane. $2.25 compared to almost $4, especially in the Z06. I got to fill up with $4 a gallon compared to $2.25 a gallon. I don't feel $2.25. But after getting that spark plug recall done, I'm like, well, I even text both CEOs like, man, this spark plug recall is like, it's like chef's kiss, like, mwah. I'm like, man, this is like one of the best freaking things you guys did to get everybody's cars taken care of. And that's when I really felt 1,025 horsepower out of my car. But I heard that sound that I was having, but I thought it was my Mickey Thompson tires, because I'll show you guys right here. I thought the sound was coming from Mickey Thompson tires being not good. So you can see my Mickey's, well, I don't have the other one out, but the other one was worse than this one. So I thought the sound was coming from that particular reason. So I got my new Mickey's changed right there. And then next thing I know, The sound is still there. I'm like, oh God. So I really got annoyed at that point. I'm going like, oh God. I basically told Stellantis, I was at my wit's end. This is like ridiculous that, you know, I gotta keep going through the same nonsense. And they basically just told me that they would have like their, I guess one of their top technicians that they use. I think it's like 7 or 8 guys who go around the country to help fix issues and stuff. But I was like, you know, if you just wanna, you know, overlooking all this stuff, I mean, that's totally fine, whatever. And then I wanna say like an hour after that, that's when they get a call from my dealership. And my dealership basically tells me that, hey, we got an interested call from Stellantis and we wanna try to get your car in as soon as possible. And I mean, you can leave it with us. And we'll probably have somebody look at it like next week, something like that. I'm going like, why in the fudge I'm gonna leave one of the most stolen vehicles with y'all for like a week till somebody can look at it? I'm like, come on now. Like, nah, that's not gonna happen. It's like, well, you can keep it until like, maybe like, I get like in like 11 days, something like that. Okay, so I set the appointment for 11 days, but I'm going like, you know, after reading y'all guys' comments and talking to a few other people, why would I wanna go and send my car back to the same exact dealership that messed my car up in the first place, right? I mean, damaging the oil cooler is one thing, but my engine belly pan, that freaking piece is literally this long. Hold on a second. I got an extra engine belly pan right here. So you guys tell me, do I wanna go back to the dealership that literally told me on the phone, cause it took them literally a week. It took them from one Wednesday to another Wednesday to do 16 spark plugs and replace the oil cooler. 2 things. It took 5 business days. And they forgot to put this piece on. You see how big this piece is? This piece is so damn big. After they told me they're gonna basically make sure that they put my car back together right. They wanna make sure everything is right because it's a demon, it's a rare car. We wanna make sure you do everything right. And this is missing, right? If it was like a little trim piece, that's one thing. But you see how big this damn piece is? This is crazy, dude. This is wild. Why in the world do I wanna go back to the same dealership for them to work on my car yet again? Because I mean, if you can miss this big piece, if you can miss that, and maybe read you guys' comments, they knocked the line loose somewhere in my car, and that's maybe why my sound is like coming from that, you know, I'll play this clip right here from last night that I drove, and you can hear from really any speed, from highway speed to just driving the street accelerated speed, you hear the sound. Speed limit. Time out, part of the interruption. But if you're looking to upgrade your ride, do not sleep on these deals. Head over to my friends at dragracingwheels.com and justbolt-ons.com and use my promo code BUTTER at checkout to save up to an additional 15% off on your next order. Wheels, tires, exhaust, performance parts, they got it all. And if you're a member of the military or a first responder, you can save even more, up to 20% off on select brands like Ford Star, Corsa, MBRP, and more. So don't miss out. This offer expires on June 4th. So go check it out and save some money before the summer hits. And let's get back to this. You seen that and you heard that, right? Even driving this normal, to accelerate from like 30 to 45, you can hear it. Like I can hear it from just from a stop. So as long as I just accelerate, pushing the gas pedal, it does it. The weird thing is, if I do the same thing in neutral, I can barely hear it. But as long as I'm under load, I really hear it. So I don't understand what in the world's going on. I know some of you guys saying that maybe I got like I might have a vacuum leak. I might have a leak around the intake into the supercharger. I think with the bypass valve. So I don't know exactly which one it is. But all I do know is it's loud, it's annoying as hell. And do I want the same dealership to work on my car again? So that's basically where I'm at. Do I go back to the same people again they give them another chance to mess my car up. Because let's see, oil change, oil cooler damage, spark plugs and oil cooler replacement. Then I develop this situation with the sound and then missing this piece. So I go back for a third time to get them to do something to my car? I mean, I just don't know. So I'm kind of there at that point to where, I mean, I still got a few days to figure this out. I could call Stellantis again, had that conversation with them about this, but I don't know. I mean, how can you miss this panel, man? I mean, this is like crazy. This big old piece. Oh, yeah, it was sitting on the trash can. We didn't know where it went to. So we were trying to figure it out for a couple weeks and then they just threw it away. Oh, man. Like, I'm glad this wasn't like a more rare part. Like, this was like a demon, one say a specific part or whatever, and they just threw it away. Like, I'd be really pissed off but I think this part is literally the same part for all the SRT cars. But anyway, I'm gonna basically try to decide whether I wanna actually let my car go back to the dealership or find somewhere else for it to go to. I'm just at a crossroads where I'm going like, man, I don't want no one else to go through this nonsense. So like I said, if you worked for Stellantis or you still work for Stellantis, reach out to me because I wanna make the situation better because I don't want no one else to go through the same nonsense that I have. So let me know what you guys think. And if you wanna watch the last video that I talked about this stuff, I don't know which side it's gonna be on, but you can watch this video right here. That's why I went through my first initial tell you about this stuff going on. So you can watch that and let me know what you guys think. And until the next time, I'm out.